it's Jennifer here, and I'm going to bring you a nice little flow for your back and hips today. It's going to be a little more gentle, which is always a great thing. We don't need to press hard all the time. You will need a block or a bolster. I am propped up on my bolster currently, so if you need to pause to go grab that, you can do that, and then we'll come right back. So here we are, taking a nice seated position, whether you're propped up or you're just sitting on your mat. Take a moment, close the eyes, let the hands fall to the knees or the thighs, and let's just begin with a little routine check-in. Start by noticing any thoughts that are present. This can be to-do lists, this can be things that triggered you earlier in the day, or things that you have to do later in the day. This can be things from earlier in the week. It doesn't matter. We want to be aware of anything happening in the mental space, letting the eyes close down. Don't get attached to any of these thoughts. We watch them pass by like clouds. We just want to see what's present, what might pop up again. And if any recurring thoughts happen throughout the practice, there's a message lying there. So moving away from the thoughts, we scan through the entire body, flagging any areas that feel tense or sore. This way we can modify the practice for our best needs. Every day we come to the mat, we experience something new. We have something new happening. So be open to changes in your practice. No two practices are the same. And finally, coming into your breath. Your breath is your anchor in any practice. So just taking the time to breathe, feeling where your breath is, tracing in through the cold air, tracing out through the warm air. So today we're going to work with a clear mind. We're not setting an intention. We're not looking for anything in particular to happen. We just want to experience the practice for what it is. Healing, sometimes triggering. Setting a nice breath for your pace, whatever you need. Maybe it's the Ujjayi breath, breathing in for 4 and out for 8. Maybe it's square breathing, in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, hold empty for 4, and then back in. Doing that nice little range. Gently wiggle fingers and toes. And we'll come down onto the mat for child's pose. Just take your time getting there. There's no rush. Setting the prop aside. Knees can be together if you're experiencing any low back pain. You can always take the knees wide too if you prefer. It's up to you, your experience. Arms out in front. Forehead coming down to the mat. And just breathe into your low back, maybe your mid back. Being present with how it feels right here and now in this experience. Inhale, coming up to the fingertips, lifting the head. We'll walk the fingertips to the left as far as feels comfortable. And then release the upper body down. It can come across the thigh. The head can meet the mat, or if not, it hovers. Breathing in through the right side of your body. Inhale, lifting the head, coming up to the fingertips. Gently walk the hands back to center, and then over to the right as far as you can. That feels comfortable. Release the upper body down. Maybe the forehead comes down. Hopefully you have more space than I do. And just breathe into that left side, noticing any differences. knowing that sometimes we're more open on one side versus the other, and that's okay. Being aware of what side we have a lot of blockages on can tell us a lot about ourselves. They say the left side of your body holds feminine energy and the right side masculine. It's that brain wave as well. The left side of the brain is the feminine energy, the right is the more masculine. So if you have more problems on, let's say, the masculine side, that'll tell you that you have a lot of trouble going point to point to point, how the masculine energy likes to work. Inhale, lifting the head, walking the hands back to center. We're going to move like we're rolling a pebble with our nose towards the top of the mat into our lovely cow. So inhale, rolling that pebble forward, bend elbows, up into cow. Exhale, round the back, work back to child's pose. And keep flowing with your breath in this fashion. So inhale, roll the pebble forward. Exhale, round the back, child's pose. 3 more at your pace. Inhale, come up to tabletop. We'll lift the right arm high. With the exhale, thread the needle. Bring that arm through that left space. Right shoulder, right cheek can come down. You're always welcome to use your prop, so you don't have to come so far down, depending on how your back feels. And just breathe into the space. Notice if you're falling to one side versus the other. You want to be neutral through the hips. It's just the back and the upper body twisting. And again, left hand can stay rooted here, or it can walk out in front, or it can tuck behind the body. So breathing, honoring everything that's rising, and making sure we stay with that breath. When we stop breathing in a pose, it means we've gone too far, or we're stressed out and we need to ease back a bit. So ease back if you need to. If your left arm is stretched out or tucked somewhere, bring it back into the focal gaze. And with the inhale, lift the right hand high. Exhale, release right hand down. Be aware of the sensations. Inhale, left hand rising. Exhale, thread through that right side, left shoulder, left cheek come down. Breathing, make sure the hips stay neutral and with each other, not one jutting out to the side. And right hand can walk out in front, it can tuck behind the back. Breathing in the twist. Making sure if that right hand is rooted, we're pressing into it. This gets us a little deeper into that twist, so we're rinsing out. That glugging sound is my lovely humidifier. There's no need to panic. Gently draw the right hand into the gaze. Press in with the inhale, lift the left arm high. Exhale, release the left hand. We'll take a nice extended puppy, so make sure your knees are underneath the hips. That's where they're going to stay. The hips aren't coming forward or pressing back. We're going to walk the hands out in front with an exhale as far as feels comfortable. Let the heart melt, and you're welcome to place chin or forehead on the mat. And it's okay if you're up a little higher. Just breathe into the low back. Feel the lengthening. Inhale, lift the head, walk the hands back to tabletop. Tuck your toes and lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. So you can pedal out, bending one knee at a time. You can sway side to side. Just honor your experience here and now. Finding stillness. Exhale, tiptoe towards the top of your mat. Heel toe out to hip distance, grabbing opposite elbows, and really bend your knees here. Rest your belly, your chest on the thighs. Pull shoulders away from the ears. Let the crown of the head pour out to the earth. So you might be feeling this in your low back. Today I'm presently feeling this in my hips, which is okay, because I know it's going to be a good feeling. It's lengthening something. And breathe. Again, remember, your knees can bend for comfort as much as you like at any point. Exhale, release the hands. Heel toe your feet together and slowly round up to a stand. Feeling that energy, be with your breath. Inhale, hands and gaze rise. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to mountain. Exhale, cactus the arms, lift the heart. Inhale, hands and gaze, stay up. Exhale, cactus the arms, heart lifting. Inhale, hands rise. Last time, exhale, cactus the arms. With the inhale, reach out forward in front of you, round the shoulders. Palms aren't going to meet. Keep them a little separated. Inhale, cactus the arms. Lift the heart. Exhale, reach the arms forward. Last one, here we go. Cactusing the arms with the inhale. Exhale, reach forward. Fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, high plank, or you can come to tabletop. And lower all the way to your belly. With hands underneath the shoulders, on an inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Cobra would just be lifting the chest a little bit, trying not to use the hands, like weight in the hands. Breathe, you can do it. Exhale, release the chest. With an inhale to tabletop, and then downward dog. Noticing sensations. Exhale, step, float, tiptoe towards the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale to mountain. Let the hands meet in prayer overhead. With an exhale, give a little back bend. Release hands towards the earth. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat, high plank or tabletop. Lowering to the belly. This time we're going to take seal pose, so feet wide, hands off the sides of the mat. With the inhale, press up into your height, whatever you like, low, high, medium. Press through the pelvis, the hands, tops of the feet stay rooted. Again, you don't have to be up this high. You can be lower. Find a point that works for your back. Think about lifting the chest. Exhale, release the chest down. bending back for downward dog, tabletop, tuck the toes, downward dog. Take a breath. These are ways we can always move depending on any practice. It's your body. Find a way that feels good. Exhale, tiptoe towards the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale to mountain. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat, stepping back, tabletop or plank. Lower to the belly. Elbows tucked underneath the shoulders. Inhale to Sphinx. Keeping the hands rooted to the mat, we just energetically pull back with the hands so the heart will come forward, gazing straight ahead, shoulders away from the ears. Pressing through the pelvis, the tops of the feet. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes, tabletop on an inhale to downward dog. Take your right foot forward, warrior one. Root and rise up. Exhale, open up, warrior two, gazing over the front fingertips. Windmill hands to the mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Left foot forward, warrior one. Root down, rise up. Fingers alive. Exhale, warrior two. Windmill hands down to the mat. Step back, downward dog. Release to your knees into our tabletop. And we're going to take extended bird dog here. I shouldn't say extended bird dog, 'cause it's not really extended, it's just bird dog. Left leg extends behind you as if you have that foot placed on a wall. Right arm reaches out in front. Lift through the core and the belly, as if you're trying to get that belly button to your spine. And tiger pose. Bend that right, or not the right, the left knee, and you can reach back with the right hand, catching maybe just the pant leg, maybe the ankle or the foot, or you can always ground down through the right hand. Exhale, release. Bird dog, opposite side, right leg extends, left hand reaching. Breathing. Exhale, tiger, maybe reaching back, maybe taking that hand down. Keep lifting and pressing the mat away. Exhale, release. We'll take another extended puppy here. Gently walk your hands out in front, as far as feels comfortable. Let the heart melt and chin or forehead to the mat. Stay with your breath. Inhale, lift the head, walk the hands back, tabletop. We're going to take a nice comfy pose, so make sure you have your bolster pillow underneath. We're going to come down onto it. Our hips are resting up high on the bolster. Bring the belly down. You can cross hands in front and rest the head. You can always do forehead down, or maybe you lengthen the arms out in front. Just stay with the breath. Feel this motion. Sometimes working easier is the best way. This has been one of my go-tos lately for any low back sensations. Maybe it feels good, maybe it feels awkward. Noticing sensations in the body. So currently my left hip area, I'm getting like this pulsing. It's a really interesting feeling. Gently sliding hands underneath the shoulders, pressing back to tabletop. And we'll move the bolster or tool out of the way, and we'll do a round to cat-cow here. So inhale, belly drops. Exhale, back rounds. And just flow with your breath. Don't worry about matching mine. This is your practice. One more. Finding neutral tabletop. Bring the knees up between the hands. Let the feet come forward. We're going to take a nice little forward fold to counteract here. So inhale, hands lifting up. Exhale, fold forward. Reaching to wherever is comfortable. We want to keep that back flat. That's our goal here. We're not wanting to round. That's not good. You can bend the knees here. Belly can rest on the thighs. Let the head hang. Inhale, slowly coming up. I'm going to turn to face you. Stay where you are. Bring soles of the feet together. Legs are in a nice diamond shape. You can take hands to the ankles, to the shins, wherever feels good. Butterfly the legs a little bit. This is our last position. We're just going to get into the hips this tiny little bit. Breathing nice and steady. If you like, you can fold gently forward. Again, remembering to keep that back nice and lengthened. Sometimes coming into our hips can release the back. I've said it before and I'll say it again. This is sometimes connected and interrelated. And inhale, lifting up, finding a comfortable seat. Let the eyes close down here. Hands can be where is comfortable. And we'll just take a couple deep breaths together. So nice deep breath into the belly and sighing out. Again, breathe deep into the belly and sigh. Last time, nice and deep. And sigh it out. Feeling the body softening. Hearing maybe the running water in the background here. And scan through your body. Notice if it's feeling a little better. Maybe things are a little tense. That's okay. Sometimes these things need more time. They need rest versus stretching and moving. Bringing hands to heart center. Let the head bow to the heart. Expressing gratitude to yourself for showing up. I know this is sometimes hard to do when we only have recordings, but I think it's really important that we show up no matter what happens. Be grateful for how the practice tested you, how you succeeded in it, as these things highlight different areas, things to work on, things to release. And I thank you for trusting me to lead you mind, body, and spirit. Namaste. And many blessings.